He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Tuli below 2. There for the tackle.
Second and 6 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Number 20.
The motion man is Nakua. Off play action. It's Stafford. That's going to be incomplete. Comfort very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. And this is a pretty good result.
The Chargers
that kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Run. Set. What is it?
They'll run, and this is Amarian Hampton. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Go.
They'll go again with Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Check. Set. 380. Set.
On the handoff, Hampton heading right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
In today's NFL, you just don't see teams invest with first-round picks in the safety position very often. But every once in a while, a guy comes along that's just too good to pass up. That's exactly why they took him this past spring in the draft, and he's making his presence felt here today.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
380.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
And they'll take this down inside the 35. First grab of the game for Brown. Good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, Stafford. He's going to air this one out. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Clear out. Hey, watch twitch.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Another run here with Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
Go. Ready.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Now he'll air one out. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
The shotgun snap to Stafford. Nakua snags it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Stafford on target to Puka. And the Rams have a 1st down. And in motion is Brown. Stafford now on 1st down. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another 1st down.
50-50.
Throwing again is Stafford. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That has played good for 22. 1st down, L.A.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time by talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and I saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and that's a big-time play. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Lady, hurry!
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he will get into the end zone.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate. Great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Run! Set. Black 80, black. Set.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Rad McConkey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. Hey, go line. Well done. Back on this play. Set.
Hampton trying to work inside. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a loss of 1.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
380.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Perfect. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Out of the pistol, here's Hampton. And he will power his way into the end zone. Good drive. They kept the ball, Greg. They moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
14. Chargers 7.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. Williams hit, and he loses the football.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Out of bounds.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On the give, here's Hampton, and that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
First down.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Now Herbert. That is caught by the tight end. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
A first down throw for Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Stafford now on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Stafford to throw again. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Set. 20, 21.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
Here's third and 7.
0. 180. Motion.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
His kick is good. And the Rams get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set. 80. Go.
Run between the tackles for Hampton. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second and a yard.
Now it's second and 1. Throwing now is Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, Not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me.
Set. Unity. Hey, ram. Set.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step one. I promise you step two on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
To throw, it's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Run.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Unity. Run.
Now it's Herbert. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Going for it all. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you can see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession.
Let's go. Come on, guys. Let's make a play here.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this stays a 2-score game. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
They'll go with Hampton. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Space on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Shotgun snap, and we give it to Hampton. 15-yard pickup there. And the Chargers have the first down.
Here's a guy, Mike, who just refuses to go down. You'd love to see the old school kind of stiff arm. Get off me. Ability to break these tackles and still pick up big yards.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Set. Delta, set.
Hey, see them all, see them all, see them all.
Go.
A run. This is Hampton. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Set.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
Set. Set.
Here comes Hampton on the toss right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of 2.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. 12, 12. Ready.
To throw is Herbert. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. But a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. There, fortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
It is 3rd and long.
Set. 180. 180.
Herbert to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. He's going to bring this one back the distance. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Harrison Beavis to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Hampton, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd
This
and 6.
is 3rd and 6. Throwing, Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Hey, Ray. Go.
On play action. Now Herbert. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
A loss of 4.
Right in fist. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Charger first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down.
Home troops right. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Ready.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Set. Home troops right. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he'll take it on in. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 31, Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Double right. Ready. Number 20.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. And this has to feel good for this team, Greg. After losing week 1, to continue to add to the lead here in the fourth quarter and get themselves likely back to 500.
Yeah, just a really nice bounce-back performance. After talking to them, they felt really disappointed in their week 1 performance. They felt like they got off to a slow start, Mike. So now here in week 2, bounce back, deal with a little adversity early in the season. I think this is going to bode well as the rest of this year plays on.
This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Set. Go.
Herbert now on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
They'll go. It's Hampton. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Elijah Molden on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a designed run, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Lady! Hey, 54! 32!
Stafford now on 3rd down. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's in.
Complete to Puka Nakua. Touchdown.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The score now 45. Chargers 21. Harrison Davis to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set. Grenade. 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 Grenade.
On 1st down, it's Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain. brings up
It is second and 9.
at the 36-yard line.
Set. 280. Ready.
Pistol here for Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Chargers. First down.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Set.
Now Herbert again. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here's a 3rd and 10.
Set. Go. Set.
Herbert to the air again. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. I'm this coordinator. I think I'm giving him one more shot, see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Down by Cameron Kitchen. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Rams' 13-yard line.
2nd and a yard.
Set. Go.
Shotgun now for Herbert. The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's another.
And these are the tough yards you judge it back by, Mike. We used to say to our backs, hey, even if we don't block everyone, you've got to be your own blocker. Like, you have to find a way to get 1 yard and keep this drive alive. And I think he's able to pick up that first down by about a yard or 2.
80. Ready.
Herbert now on first down. And he can't get away. Down he goes back to 16. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop with 25 seconds remaining on the clock.
16-yard line.
Set. Delta. Ready.
Now Herbert. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too low, too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Chargers will line up for the
Now Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
Set. Waiting.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So it's a win.